Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. We're in a new year. It is officially 2019. How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Likewise. I can't complain. No complaints here. Our health is good. Everything else is good. We've got the videos rolling in. We hope that you're enjoying them. Keep watching. Keep viewing. Comment. Subscribe. Please do all those things. We love it. We love it. So what better place to start than talking about a retrospective of 2018? Big Banks, how was your 2018? What's new? What could you improve upon, and what are you striving for, and what are your resolutions for 2019?
2018, I tell you, I ran for office in D.C. and I lost.
But you did well.
But I learned a lot.
I was proud to be part of it. It was one of my, I don't know if I have a political life thus far, but it was the political highlight of my life, so to speak. Actually helping a good friend with a campaign. I thought. Mr. Banks, hearing them talk to the possible constituents and the folks out in D.C.'s 5th Ward, 8th Ward?
5th Ward.
5th Ward. I keep getting 5 and 8 mixed up.
We call it Ward 5. We want to be
Ward
seen
5.
like Texas is Ward 5.
Hearing Big Banks talk to the voters in Ward 5 was pretty impressive. You know what? This guy knows his stuff, and I was thrilled to be a part of that. So
thank you, sir.
So that was 2018. Yeah. What about 2019? Don't give me those normal looking to lose weight. I'm looking to yada yada yada. What are your big things?
Financially, I want to invest more into the stock market. It's going to be a good year in the stock market from what I can see. Invest more in options and ETFs. Try to find another house. That's the other thing I'm trying to do. And lose weight. I mean, you can always get healthy.
Okay, I could stand to lose about 15 or 20, so I'll throw that in there as well. How about less phone time, less time with technology, more time with books? And that's a good segue into what I want to talk about first.
Okay.
Let's talk about books that you did read in 2018, you got halfway through, and you're looking to finish in 2019. Do you have anything that comes to mind?
I read this good book right here. It's called Please Stop Helping Us. The author is a black dude, Jason Riley. It talks about how liberal policy has really hurt the black community. Really good book. It gives you a historical value, a historical nature, how liberal policies has really devastated the black community, and also things we can do in the black community to actually try to move ourselves away and be more self-independent and make our vote really count. Make them really come after the black vote. So this is a really good book. Again, Please Stop Helping Us. It was written by a black dude, so I don't want you to think it's a conspiracy theory. He is a real person. I'm sorry. This is the author. I'm sorry. It's just a black dude on front, but this is the author right here. He wrote a good book. So that's one book I recommend. What do you recommend, Ian?
There you go. Solid. I'm already 2 chapters in just one day. I've got to get back to it this week. Of course, it is 12 Rules for Life. JP, Jordan Peterson, one of the kind of a contemporary philosopher who does talk a lot about those kind of societal issues. A lot of it's about self-betterment, and one lesson that I've already picked up from the book is, you're always looking to others. What can those other groups or what can those other people do to improve themselves? But you know what? There's a lot of introspection and there's a lot of kind of self-reflection that has to be done prior to expecting others around you to improve. So there you go, folks. 2018 retrospective and a quick little 2019 look at our New Year's resolutions. There you go, folks. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to harp again, just like you saw in episode 2. Issues of political correctness run amok and kind of gone beyond what anyone could have expected. Yet another issue to talk about. This just came to a head in the last 1 or 2 days. It involves the hilarious comedian Louis C.K.
Who doesn't love Louis C.K.?
Louis C.K. I think is a comedy god. A lot of people would agree. He cuts a little close to a lot of people, though. He does offend, right? He does kind of.
What comedian does not offend?
Some do, and they're not funny, unfortunately.
Exactly.
The comedians who do offend and the comedians who kind of who push your buttons, they are amongst the funniest. So basically, the story involves Louis C.K. As you know, 2018 was kind of a hard year for him, and he alludes to this in his the initial part of his stand-up bit. He was plagued by allegations of sexual misconduct, kind of some disgusting behavior, but in defense of him, folks knew what he was into and what his proclivities were. So it's not like that came out of left field. So to say that Louis C.K. was this squeaky clean kind of guy who takes part in like missionary sex and everything else, no,
he likes it kind of kinky.
He's got some a kinky side to him. He's damn hilarious though. I mean, you can't deny that fact. So in a recording, the mainstream media jumped all over him for this. Sort of an unauthorized recording that was done at the on a comedy club in Long Island, a small, probably 50-person venue in Long Island called Governors. He sort of talked about the
Parkland shooting.
Not necessarily Parkland. He didn't actually name it by name. He talked about the kids who call themselves survivors who sort of go out there and make themselves known, dress up in the suit and tie and everything, and go talk to congressional committees. A lot of people assume that to be kind of targeting the Parkland kids.
What are you doing? You're young. You should be crazy. You should be unhinged. Not in a suit saying, I'm here to tell you. You're not interesting. Because you went to a high school where kids got shot? Why does that mean I have to listen to you? How does that make you interesting? You didn't get shot. You pushed some fat kid in the way. And then, now I got to listen to you talking?
I don't know. I think listen to it. If you have a chance, listen to it out there and see if you believe that the mainstream, the legacy media opinion on Louis C.K.'s kind of attempted comeback is justified. Is he going to apologize? Does he have to apologize at all? He's a comedian.
I don't think he has to apologize. Me personally, again, when you're a comedian, all bets are off, gloves are off. You can just, I ain't gonna say make fun of everybody, but everything is fair game, and I believe that makes a comedian a good comedian, so he can actually move his message and also make you laugh about tragedies and things of that nature.
He's poking fun at a lot of the PC culture, and it seems like the mainstream media is sort of
just trying to reel him back in and say no.
Yeah, exactly. And it's actually it's counterproductive for the mainstream media to actually do that, because I think the masses see the kind of BS and the kind of absurdity of acting like a stand-up comedian is some sort of has some sort of moral obligation to.
I've never seen a stand-up comedian with moral obligations. I mean, you can go back to Richard Pryor or Eddie Murphy or
Lenny Bruce or these kind of guys, George Carlin, all of these folks, the Pryors of the world. Yes, these are folk who probably would not have
made it. It would have made it in today's time.
It would have been, exactly. HBO, all of these other media entities would have just cut them at the knees.
I think George Carlin was the best because he didn't care either way. He let conservatives and liberals have it at the same time. So. And that makes a comedian, to me, a good comedian, because he has no bias towards anything he's about to say to somebody. Yeah, exactly. So we don't want to burden you again. We don't want to talk too much about the whole rehash the PC issues again, because we dedicated a pretty significant portion of the last show to those sort of issues. So look at his stand-up. It's still available on a lot of media share outlets like YouTube. And draw your own conclusions. And then go ahead and read the articles, the absurd articles from the Vox and the HuffPos and the Yahoos and all of these other sort of CNN. Read all of these other sort of slanted articles and see what you make of it. And then also, while you're formulating your own opinion, see the kind of right-leaning media take. See how they have now become sort of a Louis C.K. advocate. And now it seems that we've done a full 180. In the 80s and 90s, the religious right and and these kind of entities, these kind of committees and groups, they were the ones out there telling what you telling the mainstream networks, ban this person, you can't allow that person to be on there, that's too harsh, our kids have sensitive ears and we don't need to hear that. And now it's funny how the most forceful voice for free speech and for the right to offend is now kind of found in right-leaning right-leaning sources. So there you go. Some late-breaking news or some December 31st news for you. We didn't think this was going to happen, but we're starting to get names as possible Democratic 2020 contenders, and we have
Good old Elizabeth Warren. Pocahontas
honest.
She has made her name. She's in the formulative stages, exploratory committee stages right now.
She done threw her hat in the ring.
There you go. So, Mr. Banks, Big Banks,
yes.
What's your take on her possibilities for success? Do you think she would actually make it through that cutthroat Democratic nomination process?
Well,
would she stand a chance in the general election?
I don't think so. I mean, when you look at the field of nominees, it's up there about 20 right now. So she has a lot of stuff to move through. Her policies are popular amongst the left-leaning people. Give it away for free and take it from me type deal. But, I mean, she has a better path than most because she is the only person who's really fighting against our current president.
She's seen as a more viable and a more kind of digestible option to Hillary Clinton, even though they share a lot of the same traits. Is the racial question, is that going to hound her? The Native American question? I don't know how her handlers thought that was a good strategy to come out with a DNA test that showed that you were 1/1100th of 1% Native American. I don't know.
Me personally, I don't really care. I'm glad they did do it because it makes a little bit of tougher climb for her, a little bit, harder to move through the field because she has always answer for that, and that's one thing that's always going to come up.
And how on earth did she think that she actually won that
debate
against Trump? When Trump put out the monetary offer, show me that you're Native American, and then it comes out to you. I'm sorry, I don't know how.
I think you're more Native American than she is.
I could very well be.
I might be more Native American than she is.
That's probably very true. But nevertheless, let's look quickly at the other contenders.
Okay.
We've got folks like Bernie Sanders.
Oh, I can't give my stuff away for free. Bernie tried. The fix innocent for Bernie. So I think, it's one of two things going to happen with Bernie. They're going to let him have it because of the blunder that happened last election
2016,
or he's going to really have to fight for it. And right now, his views are not popular. Dealing with his wife's situation. Is she still up under investigation right now with the FBI?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, yeah, it's something we have to look into. So I think that's going to be brought out too as well. So, I mean, he needs to prepare for that.
Bernie Sanders, X him off. Not going to happen. He's got the age thing working against him as well. Mr. Drama King, Cory Booker, Mr. Spartacus. Does Spartacus stand a chance in 2020? What do you think?
Only in New Jersey. I think his views and values doesn't spread outside of New Jersey. I think he kind of
coastal popularity, but not going to win anything in the heartland, right?
I think he blew his load a long time ago. So,
nevertheless, let's discount Cory Booker. He's pushing back to 2024, 2028, but he's not ready for prime time.
No.
Robert O'Rourke, the Irishman who thinks he's Beto. The Irishman who thinks he might be Latino from El Paso. Does he stand a chance? Hugely popular, lost the senatorial election in Texas.
I think the whole skateboard move was like the whole Bill Clinton coming out with the saxophone. I think he's
trying to be something he's not.
Yeah, something he's not. And I think he's another one who blew his load. I mean, how can you lose a Senate race and think that you can run for president? I mean, at least Obama won his Senate seat. They gave him some type of validity as he ran off to do whatever. There you go.
Okay, Beto O'Rourke, another one who's not quite ready for prime time. He needs to probably win a national election before he looks towards the presidency. How about my fellow Californian, Miss Kamala Harris?
I'm going to let you have that. I mean, I don't like her personally because she's a snob. She's very aggressive. And she slept her way to the top of what we understand. But I'm not here to make rumors. But I'll let you have that one.
Bay Area dealings, I won't touch that one. Mm-hmm. Speculative. I think we'll X that one off right now as well. And lastly, Mr. Former VP, the Silver Fox, the Mr.
Grabby Touchy,
Mr. Touchy, Mr. Grabby, Mr. Feels, Joseph Biden, Grandpa Joe.
He's gonna put us back in chains. That's what he's gonna do.
I don't know how that was. I don't know how that was actually not. Romney's gonna put you back in chains.
Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Unbelievable that's not considered racial pandering to them.
To put that aside, his policy is an extension of Obama's. I don't think that's going to play well with the mainstream. With middle America. We want our stuff. We want to be able to keep the things that we have. And then a tax cut, once people start filing their taxes in 2000 and for this year, 2018, and see how much money they're getting back. It's going to be kind of hard to argue against that nice tax cut that we got. So I don't think Biden has a chance to say, well, we're going to raise taxes again or go back into the Iran deal. These are some of the hot, but try to fix the crappy Obamacare. So I don't think this is what people want.
How about a total outsider? You know what my money's going to be on? And I'm going to go ahead and say the most electable people probably for 2020 for the Dems would be ex-Colorado Governor Hickenlooper or Minnesota Senator Klobuchar. Let's go ahead and throw those names out there. They're sort of your unsung, less publicized folks right now. But if you're looking to beat someone like Trump, that might be your person. But overall, message to the Democratic Party is, your message needs to come back to center. Yeah. This identity politics crap is not really winning many fans. It's turned a lot of middle America away from your party.
They have to go back to what really counts in the United States: jobs, keeping jobs, fixing the border.
Focus on the working
class people.
When you're showing more interest in the migrant caravan, and when you're showing more interest in the two kids who unfortunately lost their lives in U.S. custody, when you're showing more concern in that area, in that realm, as opposed to the death of like a Kate Steinle or the cop in California who was killed by an illegal immigrant while doing a DUI check. These are ask the average American citizen which deaths are more concerning to them, and that's horrible to say because I feel for those kids and everything, but when push comes to shove, your reluctance to actually address immigration as a larger topic and your push of sanctuary policies, it's not getting you anywhere. There you go. Good luck to all the candidates, but you better put out someone there who's electable, because Donald Trump's doing some things which middle America does like and is really behind. No matter what kind of message the media continues to try to push, and how much the media is trying to get you to dislike Donald Trump.
Exactly.
A lot of folks out there are loving what he's doing. And we got a couple where to find us sort of things going on for January 2019. Do you want to tell the folks where we're going to be?
We're going to be at the Women's March.
Well, yeah, we'll go out there.
Yeah,
cameras in hand. We want to ask the vital questions. We want to ask the important questions in a fair, in a balanced manner, in a respectful manner. Yeah, there might be some heads exploding because why would a couple of these guys be there? These guys shouldn't be here. One guy's way too white, and the other guy doesn't have the right philosophy for an American black man to have politically, right?
Yeah, I'm always oppressed.
There you go. So, and also in February, the ladies who've grown into YouTube infamy and fame, Diamond and Silk, are going to support in DC. So we are going to go attend and see what they have to say, and kind of
hopefully we can get
exchange some ideas. Yeah. Absolutely, and try to bring our show into a little more prominence, right?
Yes, sir.
We'll see about that. Okay.
With that being said,
thanks, folks, for tuning in to episode number 5. Happy New Year to everybody. 2019 is going to be a strong year.
And thank you for supporting so far.
Absolutely. More good stuff to come. Thanks for your patience as well. Sometimes the technology aspect of putting something like this together gets a little dicey. So thank you all for bearing with us, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.